So you just spent probably 10 plus hours driving these neighborhoods, compiling a big list of driving for dollars. So now time to start marketing, right? No, that is going to be a huge waste of time and a waste of money. And I don't want you to do that. You want to make sure you're targeting the right properties and the right owners. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it is that we scrub our lists to make sure that we are marketing and targeting the right people. I'm going to show you what sites we use and how it is that, what is it that we look for and all of these things. So pay attention. This is good, not just for driving for dollars, but also for any other list that you want to narrow down, you want to niche down. This is a good strategy to use. So with that being said, let's get into it. So this video is actually a continuation of a series that I've been doing on Driving for Dollars, where I covered everything from the beginning of how to find what areas to drive to how to actually drive. You're joining me on a drive along, showing you what we look at so you can compile this list. So now we go to the next step, which is going to be scrubbing the list. So this is kind of what you want your list to end up looking like. You want to make sure you have your address, city, state, and zip. That's all you need. That's all you need to find out. So if you've been driving for dollars and you've been compiling, you either using an app or you're using what I showed you in the previous video, you're going to be able to fill in this, and the zip codes most likely are all going to be the same because you've been driving the same neighborhood. So you want to make sure that it's set this way, and address, city, state, and zip. And then you want to go to file and you want to save it as CSV file. Okay. So you want to go ahead and save it as a CSV. It's asking me because I already have it in there. And then what we need to do is we need to come into here and we're going to go to melissa.com/SAAS. All right. Here's the domain. That's where we use. You got to have an account. All right. So you're logged in. Again, melissadata.com/SAAS. So in here, you're going to come down here. You're going to go to listware. You're going to click file upload. In here, this is where you're going to drop the file. So let's look for that file. We're going to drop it in here. There you go. Your file was uploaded. This is what you need. North American Services. You want to hit property, nothing else. Make sure this is selected. What that simply means is that you have a header on the Excel file. So you're going to hit next. You want to make sure these line up. So address, city, state, and zip, they're lining up so it's mapped correctly. I'm choosing a template, and I'm going to show you what our template looks like, and you can create kind of the same one. So you're going to click next. So this is our template. So you go to property address. You're going to have address, city, state, and zip. Here we don't have anything. Primary owner, we want the first and last name. Secondary owner, we don't care about. Owner address, city, state, and zip. So we want to make sure in case there's a different mailing address. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing. So current deed, we want mortgage amount, mortgage date, second mortgage amount. Sometimes it has this information, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't hurt to have it. Still nothing there. Here we want the year built. This is the important part. So in cell info, we want deed last sell date. That's the most important part because we're going to be filtering by that. So and you're skipping through all these. These are all blank. We don't have anything. I'm just showing you that there's nothing here. Okay? Hit next. So here's the summary of everything. Here's the summary of the whole thing. And this is what you can do is you can type in, you got to type in a job name, but you can hit here and save that as your template. So once you do it once, you can go ahead and do that as your template. So I'm going to call this test list and process file. So now the file is going to start processing, and you got to buy credits, right? So you're going to go to here, buy credits, and you're going to buy, here, let me open that in a different page. You have different tiers that you can do. I recommend at least tier 2, just because if you have a decent sized list, you're gonna need this. So you're gonna spend more than 10,000 credits. But at least tier 2, you get it's a okay price. Once you have the credits, see this is ready. So you're gonna hit report and purchase. You scroll down and you're going to hit purchase. So total credit used, 41 cents. So, I mean, as you can see, it's not, it's not crazy expensive. I think it's 0.003 cents a hit. So, and you're going to hit purchase, hit yes, scroll back down, hit download, and you're going to get that little zip file. When you open up that zip file, so typically you're going to always open up the bigger file, but in this one, because it's such a low amount of properties, it's going to be this file. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. There we go. So now you click here. Let's expand these. So now here's all the information you're getting. So this is the property address, right? But now you're also getting the mailing addresses. So you can actually see which ones are, owner occupied and which ones aren't. And you're going to get their owner name. Now the important part is going to be over here when you go to last sell date. So here you're going to go to filter and go to Z2A. You want the newest. So this is what we do. This is where we get rid of. And depending on your neighborhood, depending on your market, you're going to be getting rid of pretty much properties that are 3 to 5 to maybe 10 years. It depends on the market. So you got to know your market. You got to know your area. There are areas where we are kind of going back about 3 years plus. So in this regard, you're kind of looking at this and you got to make your best judgment based on what you know for your market. So in this case, we will get rid of these 2 properties, right? So we'll get rid of those. And now you can choose, do you want to filter by the owner? Sometimes you have a lot of LLCs, trust, everything. If you click here, you go to sort filter, then you click the little drop down. Here, you can actually type in like LLC, trust, city, everything. And what that's going to do is you're going to be able to get rid of those, because if you're going to do any kind of skip tracing, those numbers are usually never right for any LLCs or trust or anything like that. So we get rid of those. We get rid of anything owned by the city. We get rid of all of that. We just want straight the homeowner, and we want that information. Now, once this is ready and you're like, okay, I've filtered it down, I cleaned it up, I got what I wanted. Maybe you want to clean up this list and actually only mail to the ones where the addresses are different, right? All of these are the same, just because, again, this is a list I already had. But if the addresses are different, maybe you want to mail to just anybody that doesn't live in their home. So you can definitely filter by all of that using Excel, and just Google. There's a bunch of codes that you can use for this stuff. So once you have this done, the same thing, you're going to go to File, Save As. You want to save it as a CSV file. Yeah, I'm replacing the existing file. All right. So then we're going to go back in here and we're going to go to batch skip. All right. So once you're in batch skip tracing, in here, this is what we use to skip trace all of our lists. So you're going to go to bulk and you're going to go ahead and drop your file in there. So it's this one. Then you're going to click the arrow. You want to make sure these match up, address, city, state. But here's another thing. If you want more accurate data, go to mailing address. So you go to mailing address, city, state, and zip code. Okay. And then owner, first name, last name. Other than that, nothing else matters. Hit next. Make sure everything matches up. Hit next. Oh, you gotta name your list. So test list. And here it is. So it's telling you how much you're paying. Now, if you use promo code, right? Again, this is a small list, but and it's 20 cents per match. But if you use promo code AIJ for an investor's journey, you'll get it for 17 cents. The bigger the list, the more the discount. And you just go ahead, hit pay. Obviously, it's a small list and everything, but I'm gonna show you here also what this looks like once you export this. All right. So once you've exported it, this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. This is directly from batch skip. So you're gonna, if you scroll over to the right, here are all your phone numbers. You got phone 1 all the way to phone 10. So you have up to 10 phone numbers depending on the property, and email addresses. So it gives you a ton of information that you can use to locate these people. It's the best way that we found to do this. You can do this for free if you go to your county website. So if you go to whatever, like here it's Bayer County appraisal district, you can search, but then you'll have to do property by property, and it's very tedious. And like I said, Melissa Data does it in just a few minutes, and it costs fractions of a penny to do. So I recommend using Melissa Data. You gotta make sure that you're putting the property address, the city, state, and zip. Use Melissa Data. We get that data back. We get rid of any LLCs, anything like that. We get rid of anyone that had a deed transfer in the last 3 to 5 years. Get rid of any one of those, and then we go ahead and send it to batch skip. We skip the list. Now we have all the phone numbers. Now we have a more targeted list that we can hit. So even if you don't want to do cold calling, you can stop at the Melissa Data part, and now you can at least direct mail those people. If you want to direct mail just the people that don't live in the property, you'll have all that information, and trust me, you will save money, because if you're compiling a list of over 1,000 properties, you're going to see that you're getting rid of quite a few properties out of there. That's just going to be money and time that's going to be completely wasted. So I really hope, this little tutorial helped you guys out. If you have any questions, you can always text me. Just text whatever your question is to 210-794-9898. And I'll make sure to be able to help you out. Comment below. All the links to everything that we talked about are going to be below in the description. So again, hope this helped out, and let me know if you guys need anything. And remember to check out the playlist on Driving for Dollars, and we have another training here for wholesaling. So hope everything goes well, and I'll see you in the next one.